3 farmers and 2 states provide a blueprint for nullification success. In 2013, Vermont legalized hemp, but when Governor Pete Shumlin signed the bill, he emphasized that hemp cultivation was still illegal under federal law. That didn't stop Netaka White. With the DEA blocking seed importation, he found it impossible to legally obtain the seed he needed. So according to a report by Vermont Public Radio, in the spring of 2014, he illegally imported a small package of seeds from France and started a small patch in his 100-square-foot home garden. When asked about the dangers, he said, "We understand the risks and are willing to go forward in pioneering this new industry." Others followed his lead. As of May 2016, 60 acres of hemp is being grown in at least a dozen locations around the state, all defying federal prohibition. Shortly after passage of Amendment 64 in Colorado, Mike Sullivan started growing hemp. In the last 3+ years, he built up a considerable seed stock at Hemp Farm in Johnstown, and he sells that seed to other farmers. But with the DEA supposedly banning hemp seeds, how did he acquire it in the first place? In an interview with Colorado Public Radio, he said, "We got 1 pound of seed from the stork and the other pound of seed from an old farmer out east that said his grandpa and his dad used to grow hemp up until the late 50s, when they finally shut him down and wouldn't let him grow anymore." As it turns out, the stork was Veronica Carpio. She began developing a strain of hemp seeds even before state legalization in order to produce hemp coffee. Once the crop was legalized, Carpio sold some of her seed stock to several buyers, including Sullivan. He combined his 2 strains to create his own seed. With passage of Amendment 64 in 2012 and fear of state prosecution lifted, people like Sullivan have been even more willing to risk federal prosecution. They obtain seed, grow hemp, and sell their product anyway. As of 2015, there were more than 2,000 acres of hemp growing in Colorado, despite federal prohibition. Since the states legalized the crop and people like Netaka, Mike, and Veronica were willing to take risks for freedom, a thriving industry has taken root and continues to grow. The more that market grows, the less likely it becomes the federal government will be able to interfere at all.